and we look at training, the physical training, as an artificial environment to help us do our jobs better, which require, the full, strength and resources of our bodies, right? So everything is very functional. Secondly, there's so much that we do in a single day that we need to be very efficient with our training, and so we train at high intensity. We pack a lot into a short period of time. So we're doing high-intensity circuits, team workouts that are just, vicious and very fun, extremely effective. The third piece, which is extremely important and that I really am putting a lot of emphasis on now, is that we use the physical training, to develop mental toughness and to develop character. And it's kind of hearkening back to the way the Greeks look at fitness, right? They thought that, hard physical training would cultivate character, and I believe that to be true. And I learned through the SEALs that it is true. So that's something we integrate into our training.
How do you have any remainder of that Zen learning that you did when you were in martial arts? Has any of that carried over into your SEAL work and into your fitness work?
Absolutely. Even during my training program there's kind of two aspects to it. One is the daily workouts that we do, and the other is these camps and seminars. And in the camps and seminars, we focus every day we do an hour-and-a-half training session, which I call awareness. And in that training session, we practice things like Zen meditation. We practice breath control, right? Learning how to breathe properly is so valuable if you spend a lot of time in and under the water, as well as for endurance training and, any type of intense situation, like a firefight or a crisis situation. If you know how to control your breath and breathe deeply and use that, and that'll calm your mind and it'll calm your whole body and allow you to focus and concentrate more. So we use breath control practices that I've learned through yoga. I've been a yoga practitioner for about 12 years now, and I used a lot of the meditation stuff I learned through the martial arts. They're extremely valuable, and warriors through centuries have been using these tools, and so we just are kind of bringing them back into this warrior fitness program.
Now, do you have a website for the warrior fitness program?
Yeah, all of our programs right now are at feelfit.com. So I'm about 3 years into the business. It kind of stemmed out of my original business, NavySeals.com, which I also have a website there.
Say that one again.
NavySeals.com, NavySeals, plural. And that is a business that I started when I got out of the SEALs, and then I started doing the fitness and awareness training about 3 years ago, and that's taken off because there's a huge demand for this type of functional fitness, mental toughness, and awareness training that we've started to offer. And people are kind of ready to hear that message that fitness is more than just kind of walking around a gym and standing on a treadmill and looking at yourself in the mirror.
Now, when you say the business is really running rapidly, what kind of people get involved in this?
Originally, when I started, I had a lot of Navy SEAL Special Operations and Special Forces guys coming to me. In fact, I still do. I have guys coming from all over the world because one of our programs is a 3-week immersion camp where you live on site and you train with us like in the old warrior monk tradition. You actually, you wake up in the morning and you start training, and you're training until about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and then you go to sleep, and you do that for 21 days. It's pretty incredible. However, what we're finding is more and more professionals are starting to come to us, right? And so these are folks who are already athletes who are seeking to, kind of take it to the next level, want to accomplish a major challenge like
guys like you were when you were working for Arthur Anderson.
Yeah, totally, exactly. So we have anywhere from 28-year-old to, we had a 54-year-old guy who's a spine doctor for a major league football team come through one of our camps last month. He came through a camp that we have called Kokoro Camp, which is Japanese for warrior spirit. It's 50 hours of nonstop training. It's largely based off of the Hell Week concept. And so we're getting a lot of professionals coming through that. We have a woman coming through next week. She'll be our second woman, but she's a lieutenant at the Naval Academy who's an Olympic boxing candidate. And so we just have a real interesting group of people.
Are you working on getting more women in?
Would love to, yeah. I'd love to create a program where I can get more women. And I think, where I start, because we're pretty hardcore trainers, as you can imagine, we kind of, in the way the website is built, it looks like it's for elite athletes, but my passion is to train anybody who's interested in working hard. So, one of my goals is to create a program that will ramp people up a little bit, if they're not, elite studs already.
Let's go back and slowly let's do the website. So where's the first website they should go to?
Okay, yeah, the website with the fitness and mental toughness program is SEAL Fit. So it'd be www.sealfit.com. No spaces, dots, or anything, just sealfit.com.
And that's the newest one, right?
You're right. That's about 2 years old, and that's where we have the camps and seminars. And you see the daily workout of the day I post on the blog, and there's a ton of really cool content there.
All right, and then what are the other websites?
And then the other website, which is really our more general Navy SEAL website, is called NavySeals.com, NavySeals.com. And that's a great place to learn generally about the SEALs, about the training, about the recruiting. So that's become, and we have pretty robust forums there, so anyone who wants to learn anything about the SEALs.
Now, you also have products, I see.
And we do sell a lot of products. Yeah, you're right. So that's...
What's the difference between what you learn on the first of the two websites you mentioned and the second, SEAL Fit versus the other one?
SEAL Fit is my training program, right? So it's very proprietary. You wouldn't find the actual SEALs teaching meditation and yoga and the things that I'm teaching in SEAL Fit. That's a brand. It's my training program, right? It's our camps and seminars and training. NavySeals.com is everything about SEALs, and then if you want to buy a product that is, developed by the SEALs or endorsed by the SEALs or used, by special operators, that's the place to go for that. That's kind of our online store and community.
Now you mentioned these camps and seminars. Where are the camps and seminars held?
We have a training center in Encinitas, California, so we do everything here right now. And in the next year or two, we're starting to have some CrossFit affiliates who are becoming SEAL Fit certified. And so we're going to try to expand and do some of our training program in other parts of the country. So not everyone can, they tend to be pretty expensive. To come out here, to fly out here and spend a week with us is about a $3,000 proposition with the airfare and, we put people up into the room and board and the training. And if we could do it in Washington, it would be a lot cheaper. So hopefully we can do some more regional stuff.
And so you think you'll be coming to Washington?
Yeah, you ready for us?
Sure. Congress will all line up. They'll all be interested. They'll all want to get fit. Don't you think?
I would think so, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, so somebody comes to your, let's just say they start out and they look at your situation. What is the fitness component of this? What do they take away from it? I understand what the SEALs get and how they spend a lot of time, more than a year.
Right.
But what is a person who say comes for a week? What do they expect and what do they end up with?
Right. I would say the biggest thing, if you're coming for a week, you're going to be part of our immersion program and you're going to be part of essentially a kind of 50-50, 50% of your time will be training hard, and the other 50% you're going to be learning some pretty advanced skills. And so what you're going to learn are how to do the functional movements of, of how the SEALs train, of how we train at SEAL Fit. And so it's, a lot of the body weight stuff comes from the world of gymnastics, right? So we're doing push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups, of course, but we're also doing handstand push-ups, and we're doing some ring work, and we're doing, a lot of just different things. And then we pull tools into it that are a little bit austere. So we do a lot of sandbag work, which develops your core strength and rotational strength. And we train with 20-pound vests on, and we learn to use kettlebells and dumbbells, in ways that are not just to do bicep curls, right? So we do one-arm snatches, two-arm snatches, thrusters, and all sorts of things. And then we also teach all the Olympic lifts, which is another important part of our program. So we're teaching people how to do cleans and jerks and snatches and those types of things. And so when you come here, you're going to learn very deeply how to do these movements, how to combine them in ways that are going to be effective for you, how to program workouts around them. You're going to learn how to run properly, both on pavement and soft sand, and you're going to learn how to swim. You're going to learn how to go through the surf zone, how to put gear on safely in heavy surf, how to be comfortable in the water. And you're also going to learn how to do the breath control that we talked about and, those types of things. So it's extremely comprehensive. And that's what we hope is 1 week, what we found is people will get enough of that knowledge that they can start a training program. Now, we don't expect you're going to come and be a total feel-fit stud after 1 week. I mean, it does take, it takes a lot of time to transform your mind and body that way, but that's how we will start you out.
What do you do you get from a seminar? How does a seminar work?
The 50-hour seminar?
Yeah.
Now, that is really interesting, right? That's our kind of our flagship program. If you read our website, we basically say, come meet yourself for the first time. And the best way I can describe that is almost a spiritual, transformation. You train, you show up and you start training on Friday at 2 o'clock and you finish training on Sunday at about 5 o'clock. And you don't stop for that entire time period. There's no sleep, right? There's no downtime to check your email, make a call to your girlfriend. I mean, you do not stop training.